These two pictures show 6 and 5/10, 6 holes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 5/10. And over here is 6 and 45/100, 6 holes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 45/100 we've shown here because we didn't have a piece that equaled exactly 4/10. So Lana figured out that 25/100 plus 2/10 is going to equal 45/100. So this whole number shows 45/100. And what we see here is that our 6 and 5/10 is greater than 6 and 45/100 because these two digits in the tenths place, the 5 is greater than the 4. I can also show this on a number line. If I start with 6 here and go up to count up to 7, the numbers that are in between 6 and 7, if we're counting by tenths, would be 6 and 1/10, 6 and 2/10, 6 and 3/10, 6 and 4/10, 6 and 5/10, 6 and 6/10, 6 and 7/10, 6 and 8/10, 6 and 9/10. And I apologize that it should be more even, but it's okay for this example. Now if I place a dot where both of these numbers are, 6 and 5/10 is right here on this line. 6 and 45/100 would be halfway between 6 and 4/10 and 6 and 5/10. So I'm going to stick my dot halfway between there. And now I can really see that 6 and 45/100 is smaller than 6 and 5/10 because this 6 and 5/10 is closer to our next whole number, which is 7. On this page, we're going to talk about decimal place value, and I want to review this with you so you can remember how the decimal place value goes. Now, if we look at this place value picture right here, this really helps because this shows us exactly where our number should go. So we have our ones place, our tens place, our hundreds place, our thousands, the 10,000s, 100,000s, millions. That's a review. Everything here in the whole numbers we've practiced before. These are our decimal place values right here. And the decimal point goes right after the ones place. That decimal point we read as and that's what that word says right there. So if I'm reading this number, this would be 3 and then over here it shows us our decimal place values, and our decimal place value goes tenths, hundredths, thousandths, 10,000s, 100,000s, millionths. It mirrors what's happening over here, except we put this TH at the end, and that means we've taken those parts off. So that means the tenths place means we've taken our ones and broken up into 10 pieces. All right, so here we have this number is 3 and we read this as 12 like we normally would, and then wherever that last digit lands is the place value we end in. This would be 3 and 12/100ths, and they've shown you this right here. These are the words. This is the decimal form with numbers, and the expanded form. This means 3 ones, 1/10, 200ths, and you can see it right here in our picture, 3 ones, 1/10, 200ths. It shows exactly what it looks like with decimals, and that's really important. So this next problem, if I was going to write this number right here, this would be 1 and 45/100ths because the 5 landed in the hundredths place. Now that we've reviewed decimal place value, we're going to talk about rounding. And when we round our decimals, then we have to know what we're rounding to. So in this case, we're going to round to the nearest hundredth. So the first thing that I need to do is I need to find the digit that's in the hundredths place. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put an arrow at the number that I'm supposed to be looking at. And right here I have 10 and I have a 2 in the tenths place and then a 2 in the hundredths place. And this is the number I'm looking at. So I'm going to round to that place value right there, right here, which is the 2 hundredths. We're in the hundredths place. tenths, hundredths. Okay? In order to do that, in order to round to the hundredths place, I need to look at this number, this digit right here to the right. And I'm going to say to myself, okay, so if I have 6 groups here, is that enough groups to round this hundredths place up to another group of tens? And my rule of thumb is, if I have from 0 to 4 groups, our number is going to stay the same. The digit is going to stay the same. And then if I have 5 to 9 groups, my digit is going to round up. We're going to round up because it's closer to another group of 10. So if I'm taking a look at the 6, that 6 falls into this 5 to 9 group. So now I'm going to, my rounded number is going to be 10 and 23 hundredths, because this 6 right here tells me that I could round up to another group of hundredths.